Good things come to those who wait. I knew you would come. It must be fate. Around the same time you did, of course. In any case, there is something that I'd like to talk to you about. I've already picked out the place. Well, will you come with me? Can't say for now. You'll understand when you come with me. Wonderful. Let us be on our way then. Say, mind if I tell you a bit about my past while we walk? Years ago, I worked as a day laborer at Edo Castle. While there, I happened into the employ of a generous nobleman. Those days are long gone, but I really had it good. You know, it so happens that it was snowing on that day also. We are almost there. You'll know it when you see it. Right. Let's stop here, shall we? I believe you are already quite familiar with this spot. Indeed. This is the place where Lord E was attacked. By you, no less. I don't make mistakes. It's my business to know things after all. Like how there was a veiled edge amongst the men who attacked Lord E at the Sakurada Gate. And that it was a veiled edge who murdered him. You see, all this time I've been watching you, testing your strength, and my suspicions have been confirmed. You are that veiled edge. So I ask you, who was it that murdered my lord? I knew it. And now, you yourself have admitted it. I will strike you down and avenge my lord! Let's go, Veiled Edge! Enemy of Lord E! But I won't go down so easy! What wrong there? That all you got? Is this the end? I don't understand. What's wrong, Veiled Edge? Why won't you finish the job? Wonderful. Not that it matters, seeing as I've lost. But let me ask you one thing. What are your true feelings about Lord E? Tell me, did his death accomplish anything? I only wanted to know how you really felt. Not that there is anything I can do about it now. The two of you may be on a different paths, but I can see that you respected him. Thank you. I promise to not speak a word of what has happened here today. The public will be better for it, as will you, I imagine. Naturally, I will make no mention of it in my writing either. Manabe. We served the same lord, but that is all. If you ask me, the man is stuck in the past. We are not at all alike. Good question. With Lord Oi gone, I have no further ties to the shogunate. Who knows? I may open up a used bookstore and then continue peddling information on the side. But I do hope we will meet again someday, if the fates allow.
Are you here to see Mr. Sato? I'm afraid tea time will have to come later. My efforts to track the Sekihotai's movement have led me straight here. They've broken into the manor in retaliation for our actions. Mr. Sato appears to have anticipated this and has prepared himself for the siege. I must rescue him before it is too late. Will you help me? Thanks. Okay. But it would be reckless to try to enter through the front gate. The place is crawling with enemies. However, I believe there to be a secret entrance in the back. We'd best sneak in that way. You got them.
It's taking them so long inside. Open up already!
You got them.
Could there be a hidden passage?
You got them.
Another dead end. Damn this house.
Excellent. 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 You got them. Get ready. Think you can take me?
Don't rush. Take your time. Is that all? Sure thing. Sure thing. Is that all? Is that all? Thanks for your patronage.
I'm glad you're here. But did you have to bring the enemy with you?
Found you, Sato! You'll pay for betraying us!
I prefer to think of it as realizing what's important.
What love that I can avenge my brother too. Come, I will kill you both! Brother, fall like... My brother was meant to lead Japan to a better future. Brother, lend me your strength.
Back for your heads, just as I promised.
Forgive me, brother. I could not avenge you.
What? No. How could I fail again? Sekihota, I have retreated. Thanks to you, of course. As you can imagine, this is not what I had in mind when I invited you over earlier. Those assassins appear to be acting on the Demon Claw Samurai's orders. It seems my betrayal has been quite the bitter pill to swallow. Even so, my resolve remains firm. No matter how many times they strike at me, I refuse to give in. Although the cruelty of that villain is not to be underestimated. You're not easily intimidated, are you? Well then, I shall take you at your word. As for myself, I have no intention of giving up. I must continue to pour everything into preventing further violence. As an interpreter, I have many contacts, you see. And though I cannot fight like you, I am confident that I will have a role to play. So, let us work together to protect Edo. Nay, all of Japan.
I must say, you two have become very friendly while I've been away dealing with the remnants of the Kurosu.
Yes, you could say that.
Well, since we're all here, anyone up for tea time?
Oh, it's you.
I'm moving. If this... Understood.
Ah, it's you.
You have business with me? Couldn't be more. Very well, then. The shogunate occupies a peculiar position indeed. Despite merely being the head of the daimyos, it effectively controls Japan. It is the imperial court who's meant to be the head of state, and yet it is with the shogunate that we British have signed a treaty. There's no telling what awaits the shogunate, but the treaty may soon become nothing more than scrap paper. I wish to understand what makes Japan the country it is. To that end, I've been collecting books that may provide insights into its origins. In particular, the works of Motori and Hirata have been most enlightening. I'm hopeful they'll lead me to the answers I seek. Since its early days, Japan has been shaped by foreign influence, on account of which retracing its origins will be quite the challenge. But that only makes the endeavor more exciting. Mark my words, one day I will unravel this mystery. By all means, I feel we can at last speak freely. Thank you for your help at Kaneji Temple. Had you not trusted me then, I doubt we could have stopped the Sekihotai. As a token of my sincere appreciation, allow me to have you over for tea. Oh, but first I must tidy my quarters. Not so much messy as full of purchases I've yet to find a proper place for. Indeed, there's hardly room to stand. Besides, I would like you to properly admire some of the souvenirs and curios I've collected since my coming here. This country has a tremendous hold on me. Every object seems imbued with a spirit, as if it were a living artifact. It has a sacred soul, something the West has forsaken in its forward march. Truly, it is what makes Japan a land of dreams. Ah, pardon me. I fear that I have sucked up all the air. A sure sign of the comfort I feel in your presence, no doubt. You mean it? But no. It's best that we call it a day. Otherwise, I might never let you go. Let's continue our conversation later at my place, shall we? I will show you my collection then. I am rather looking forward to it. Who would have imagined I would ever be talking with you like this?
Ah, someone's back in Edo, I see. Didn't think you'd be likely to come here again. Look, this might seem sudden, but you need to leave Edo. I've got to get every man, woman, and child out of here. Once everyone's gone, we're burning it to the ground. That's the plan, at least. Unfortunately, we can't protect both the city and its people. And this is our only chance to stop the Alliance from finishing us off for good. Of course I don't want to do it. Look, I can't bear the thought of burning down the town where I was born and raised. But I owe it to the troops under my command to take decisive action. I need to ask Tatsugoro for his help, too. But if he heard this talk, I know he'd be furious. At any rate, we have a few days before the Alliance descend on Edo. I have to prepare as best I can. The British have strong ties to the Alliance, so I'll see if they'd be willing to help us broker a peace. I've got to get Sato, the interpreter, on our side. And then, I have to cool down the Shinsengumi. They're gathering in numbers, chomping at the bit to get revenge for Kondo. If I let them take up arms, all Edo will descend into chaos. I've sent Brunei to talk sense into them, but he'll have an uphill battle.
Apologies for interrupting, sir. The group calling themselves the Sekihotai have entered Edo Castle. They're headed to the inner chamber. Reports say their target is Princess Atsuko. A group of Ronin formed by Sozo Sagara, who refuse to acknowledge either the shogunate or the new administration.
She's a former shogun's wife and a key figure of the Satsuma clan. I'm not sure what their plan is, but this is bound to rile up her clansmen.
Her Highness's escort is undermanned and requires assistance. The Shinshogumi may have stalled the Sekihotai, but it is only a matter of time. A group of Roshigumi warriors returned from Kyoto, who formed around Koto Nakazawa. They're tasked with policing the streets and guarding Edo Castle. They've been dispatched elsewhere to firm up Edo's defenses. We had no other choice. Good. I appreciate it. And what's more, I trust you. Get to Edo Castle as quick as you can and drive off the Sekihotai. Nakazawa can fill in the details when you arrive.
I know you just got back. Sorry you walked right into this. If we survive this, drinks are on me. Oh, and there's something else I want to run by you. Come see me about it later. Hey, I'm sure you know, but the situation is truly dire. Burning down Edo is nigh unavoidable at this point. By reducing Edo to ash, the Alliance won't be able to achieve anything. And when the time is right, we can force them to negotiate. Do you know of Napoleon, France's invincible general? Well, when faced with a similar situation, even he withdrew his men. The shogunate still has plenty of capable men. I need to do what I can for them. Make sure they can afford to keep putting food on the table. I'm going to ask Chief Tatsugoro to start the blaze. I've tried to speak to him about it, but, well, tempers are rising all around. The truth is, I can't bring myself to broach the topic. I've just got too much to do right now. I've got my hands full trying to evacuate everyone. I'd really appreciate if you talk Tatsugoro around for me. Indeed. Who knows fire better than the firefighters? I just need you to convince the chief, please. Sure. If you say. Is that all? See you then.
You have been... If you say so. Until we meet again.
Ah, it's you. I've got my hands full. Thank you. I'm sorry for asking so much of you all the time.
Oh, look who it is! There's an ominous gloom hanging over Edo right now. Feels like a hell of a fight's brewing. I tell you one thing though. On my pride as a firefighter, I refuse to see this town destroyed. So, what is it that you came to see me about? His Lordship wants my help? You're going to have to tell me more. If it's in my power, I'll do what I can. I see. So he wants the firefighters to start the blaze. Now I've heard everything. And Katsu said that himself, did he? What an absolute joke! What the hell is he thinking? Asking me to set fire to the place where I was born and raised. And you're no better! Didn't you even try to talk him out of it? Don't you care what happens to this place? I don't want to hear it! If you're telling me to set fire to Edo, I think it's high time I knock some sense into you! You've lost your minds! I'm going to beat the living daylights out of you! Now you've done it! I won't allow it! I won't let you burn Edo down! lost again. You're a beast, you know. Apologies. I got too fired up. Go on then. Tell me the rest. But burning Edo down, it's beyond reckless. I won't be party to such folly. So, it's only the buildings that will go. I should have realized Katsu wouldn't execute a plan like this without thinking it through first. I see the shogunate can no longer afford to worry about their reputation. I suppose I have no choice. If all else fails, and I mean all else, I'll play my part. But you give his lordship a message from me. Tell him it's his job to resolve this without burning Edo down. We're all done for if he's forgotten that. Got it? And one more thing. If this plan gets scrapped, he needs to send me word right away. And not through you. I need to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. The man's lost sight of what's really important. Anyways, you give him a good smack for me next time you see him. Hopefully, that'll wake him up.
Sorry for making you come here so often. So, how did the chief take the news? Glad to hear it. I'm guessing he has some conditions? Come on! If I could manage that, I wouldn't have needed to ask him in the first place. Ah, well, there's no feeling good about this, is there? I've never been cut out for plotting and scheming. It's dawned on me recently how good it was back when my only purpose was wielding my sword. In exerting myself, my mind was clear. How about it then? Care to go around with me? I want to forget everything for a moment. Try to get back to my old self. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest.
Just like that.
What's wrong with me? How could I possibly burn Edo down? The higher you rise, the more you lose sight of what's on the ground. I always knew this was more my style. Light them up! I'm afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest. Burn Edo down.
Just like that.
rise, the more you lose sight of what's on the ground. I always knew this was more my style. Let's more! That may have been a spectacular defeat, but I feel much better. That's blown the doom and gloom right away. But sadly, it hasn't inspired much in the way of bright ideas. No pressure, huh? If only you could just finish me off here and now. I can't lose to the Alliance. I can't burn Edo. And I can't let anyone die. How do I do all three? Damn. People expect far too much of me.
You have business with me? Couldn't be more pleased. If you say so. Until we meet again.
Over here.
Ah, it's you.
If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Anything else? You certainly have a discerning eye. You certainly have a discerning eye. Anything else? What can I do for you? You certainly have a discerning eye. You certainly have a discerning eye. I hope to see you again soon.
Back, are you? Long day?
I'm listening.
What? Very well. Leaving already? Keep yourself